Today we're going to be taking our metal detectors to an old neighborhood in Jefferson County, Alabama. This neighborhood sadly has become dilapidated with time. Most of the houses are abandoned and the city has reclaimed a lot of the lots, leaving them vacant. So what we're going to do is we're going to search those vacant lots and see if we can find some lost coins or maybe even some cool relics. Let's get right to it. So you may be wondering what kind of gear we're going to be using. Well, today I'm going to be using the Garrett AT Max. I will be using the smaller Garrett Viper AT coil. And my wife is going to be using her new Jace Robertson edition Garrett Apex. And I actually really like this thing. This is our first time taking it out. She did have a yellow one, but she really liked the camo, so we decided to get the camo edition. And this thing is pretty slick. I'm not going to lie. I may end up getting one of those too. All right, take a listen to this one. 75 to 77. All right, let's dig it up. I caught a glimpse of it. It's right there. It is a coin. However, it's not nearly as old as what I was wanting to find at these old house places. Looks like it's going to be a 1982. We're around 20 years off of silver, but if there's one penny here, there could be a whole lot more. So maybe we'll find something good here in a second. So I just had a really scratchy 70 signal. And this right here.
Is that a star or a house?
No. It looks like a hinge.
What is a hinge? Oh yeah, it's folded in half.
Yep, it's folded in half right now. That's the first early piece we've seen here, which makes a lot of sense because the house is torn down now. This could have come off of an old cabinet or anything like that. Oh, that is cool.
Is it like a earring? I think it's a clip-on.
It does look like it. Huh. It's pretty shiny. It's definitely newer.
I don't know. I think it's it's a clip-on to the back of the earring. Cost you maybe? I don't know.
Pretty sure it's costume jewelry. That's all right. There's some silver weight on us out here someplace. So before the hunt continues, a lot of people ask us how we set our machines up. We're going to show you that right now. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I'm in zero mode. I'm going to take the sensitivity down 2 from the top, and then I'm going to turn my iron disc up to 22. The reason for that is I figured out that around 22, that eliminates a ton of the nails. So that's how I'm going to run the AT Max. Now I'm going to show you how we set up the Apex. So my wife runs her Apex a little bit different than I do the AT Max. She's going to be running in coins mode, which is going to notch everything out below 45. So that's going to take a lot of the foil and small aluminum can pieces out of the picture. She's also going to be running her sensitivity 2 bars from the top. Boy, I'm hoping that's silver right there. I don't know, I've been digging a bunch of pieces to a copper pipe. Let's find out. Well, I didn't even have to dig. It was on the surface, I didn't see it. Another modern penny. Let's at least get a date off of it and see if it's older than the 1982 that I found just a minute ago. Let's see. 1975. All right, take a listen to this one. Massive. Whatever it is. Hoping for a silver dollar, betting it's a can. Let's find out. Look at that coin, guys. Nah, only kidding. It's just a daggum washer. I knew it was a banging signal and I knew it was pretty close to the size of a silver dollar. But that is not what we were looking for, guys. And here we go. 1980 penny and a fired what looks to be like a 22 round bullet. Nothing great yet. I'm really shocked, guys. This entire area through here used to be houses that were from turn of the century, so there's got to be something here. Just eyeballed this marble right here as we were going along. Look down, I thought, oh, that's an old one. That's how I know this area is pretty old. Look at that. Wow. And 1975. Wow, I cannot get out of the 70s, guys. Come on. I just want you to be about 10 years older. Got a signal. It was around 4 inches deep. And it ended up being this key right here that is snapped off. But that is an older key. Not quite skeleton key age. But I'd say that's at least probably from the 1940s or 50s. And if that's there, that means nobody's detected here. So, because they would have dug that signal for sure. Made in China. Oh, it's a little bitty toy car, isn't it? Definitely not a Tootsie car. but still a cool little relic. We'll take it. Just got my first quarter of the day. It is a 1995. And there again, I'm pretty shocked that everything we're finding is new. If you look right here, you can see the curb strip, and that is an old curb. And the houses sat right here. They didn't have real big yards. And there's a school right there that was built in 1920. I have to think that there were a ton of kids that walked these sidewalks, and there should be a ton of silver here, but for some reason we're not finding any old coins. I don't know if that was because this was hunted in the 80s or if this has all been scraped lower. Regardless, the original curbs are there. So we swapped schools. As you can see, there's another school right over there, and right here is my first target at an old home site, and this is some kind of buckle. I don't know, it's probably not very old, but we'll have to clean it up and see what's on it. It almost looks like bullets. Wouldn't surprise me in the neighborhood that we're in. We're kind of in a rough area, but there's a ton of abandoned lots that the city have taken back. Like right here, there was about 6 houses that sat just right here. And you can see the houses that are across from us, how old they are. Unless somebody's hit this, there should be some silver hidden in here someplace. And if there was a buckle left behind, that's a good sign that this hasn't been hit. So she just got 2 stinking Lincolns, and it looks like I probably have my first as well. Hey, it's 1964. It looks like. Hey, how about that? Not quite a wheat penny, but by gosh, it's old enough that means that there could be silver here. Got an old army truck. That's pretty neat. You can tell by the tires, that is an older one too. That's all right there. Probably my favorite thing I found today. It has been pretty slow, but you know what? That happens. You can't win them all. So after knocking the dirt off this thing and giving it a quick rinse, you can see right there it says M3 personnel carrier made in England by Lesney. And this would have been from the 1950s. There would have been tracks around these rear tires right here. And this is actually a really cool little find. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm going to pop a picture up for you guys right now. Let you take a look at it. This is what it would have looked like in the box that it would have came in. And as you can see, if this thing would have been mint, it looks like these things are going for over 100 bucks. Pretty cool. All right, deepest coin of the day so far. It's not even a Lincoln. It's not even a Wheatie again. This is killing us, guys.
What year is it?
1960. Just had a really high signal with a deep quarter at about 6 inches from the 1990. From 1990 and it's 6 inches deep.
This dirt is soft.
Yeah, this dirt is so soft. Stuff is sinking super low in it. So I know this is a shorter adventure. I have been reading the comments. I do every week. A ton of you guys have expressed how you want the videos to be longer. We're going to be working on that. I've got 3 or 4 videos on deck now. They're going to slowly and progressively get a little bit longer as we go. This Friday, we're going to be back in the water doing some river treasure hunting. So be sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss that adventure. I know we didn't knock it out of the park today. We didn't find a ton, but we had an absolute blast. We enjoyed each other's company. Miranda got to break in her new Apex. And we enjoyed this beautiful weather that we're having here in Alabama, which is 65 degrees, by the way. Can't beat that for February, right? We'll see you guys on Friday in the water.